Hey, this is Everybody Ain't Able, the podcast, sponsored by Co-Star Studios and the Mac Juice. Hey, and it's your boy J Mac, the social moderator.
The certified lover girl.
Your boy Banks is here.
And your fave homegirl, Mia.
Hey, and we got our special guest, Kayla, today.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Listen, let her talk.
Sorry.
I'm Kayla Nicole. At Kayla Nicole ~R on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm
Glad
so
to be here
proud
with
of you for
y'all.
doing that because I wouldn't have thought of that.
You wouldn't have thought
What?
of
No,
that.
I wouldn't have thought of that. Like giving out your socials.
Okay.
You know,
And
just because.
you got anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. So, all right, y'all. Today the question is, do people need closure? And we gonna let Kayla, since she the special guest, we gonna let her go first.
Okay. So my answer is yes. People need closure, but it doesn't always have to be like from the person that has hurt you. Sometimes you could create your own closure. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Kenzie.
Yes, you do. You do.
Okay.
You do.
Why?
Because I feel like it's necessary to move on. And you're right. I do agree with you don't necessarily have to get it from the person that hurt you. Because I will say, like, in a past relationship, I didn't get closure from him, but I got closure from other people, like talking about things that he did or things that he said, and I knew it was true. So that kind of like gave me closure to like, okay, that's really who he is. You gotta accept it and move on.
Cool.
So that was
And
No.
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 All right, we gonna come back to it because I'm not gonna say what.
No.
No. We gonna come back to it because I say no.
I knew your ass was
I ain't gonna
gonna say stupid shit. I knew you was.
Now Ed gotta go first on why he said no because we had 2 yeses and 2 nos. So why no, Ed?
I'm gonna say no, mainly because, bro, I always say it, bro. Like, don't nobody owe you nothing. Like, you can talk to a person for forever, and you don't know if they gonna lie or not. Like, folks just be on bullshit.
Okay.
And by you creating your own closure, that's probably the best way to go about it. By you creating your own closure, I'm gonna say that's still like no to the answer.
No.
By you creating your own closure.
Mm-mm.
But I feel like getting closure is like you talking to that person that hurt you and them telling you the reasons. That's closure. Like if you creating your own closure, then I feel like.
But how are you going to create your own closure if you don't know? So, okay, so say you and this girl are talking, you're really hitting it off, you're really enjoying each other's company, and then all of a sudden she just completely ghosts you. You want to know why?
I
don't want to know
I don't
why.
think you want to know why.
Yes, you do.
No.
Like,
Y'all need to stop playing.
Like when somebody ghosts you, I guess like you ask why? Like, is that the first thing you ask yourself?
Yes.
Like, so that's what I'm trying to understand. Cause like if you ghost somebody, they ghosted you. You just be like, damn,
I just be like, fuck
wasn't
it.
that interested.
It's not meant to be.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Look, I'ma tell you.
You want to know why? Like, what? Why?
I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to know why no more. I was talking to somebody. We was like hanging out every week, going out and shit. And I sent them not a long ass paragraph. I was like, damn, you ghosted me and shit. I was just trying to see what's going on and shit. She responded. You know what she responded? LOL, hey aunt. Didn't respond to none I asked her or
Well,
none of
she don't
that
give a
shit. So I'm
shit.
just like, fuck it. I don't
She
need
don't
no
give a
closure
shit.
for no motherfucking that ghost me.
I mean, but
It's the point, though.
it's the point of what? That's what I'm trying to get.
Y'all not together.
It doesn't matter. I just feel like you should have that. I feel like, first of all, if you are adult enough to sit there and talk to somebody, and you're adult enough to, if you want to end things, I feel like you should end things on a good note. I don't think you
agree.
should just like walk
I
away
agree.
from
If
it.
you're adult, then
I can
you
agree
should
with
talk
that.
about that shit. But
I
at
can
the
agree with
same time, you just be like, shit, motherfuckers' feelings change every day.
Facts.
true.
Mia.
Nothing but
Now,
facts.
Mia, why did you say no?
I say no because at this point I agree with what Ann say. Sometimes you really just gotta charge it to the game. Like honestly, because sometimes even if you ask for closure, like the answer that you're getting is not gonna be good enough.
It's not. It's never the 100% answer.
No, and it's not. And most of the time, like if you're getting closure from somebody, like for me, the example I would use like for my daddy, like and him abandoning me and my mother. We cool now though. We cool now. But like when I asked him, I was like, "What was your reasoning?" His reason, he dead ass said,
I don't know. Like, he didn't say anything else after that. He just said, I don't know. Instead of telling me what the fuck was the reason, he said, I don't know. And to this day, I still don't know. But I just took it as, it was your business. Whatever you did was on you. And I'm just going to move forward. And it's either you going to stay in my life or you're not. You can't sit there and worry about coulda, woulda, shoulda, or what somebody was going to tell you the reason why they did what they did. Because what is he going to do for you to know that, like, if the reason why they ghosted you was because they really never liked you? That's just going to make you feel
it helps you
Absolutely
move on,
shit.
though.
That's going to make you sad as hell if somebody just sat there and told you that.
Man, because I got on Snapchat the week after, and she had a whole boyfriend. I'm like, damn.
It'd be like that.
Damn.
They do
Hey,
that.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
My thing about closure is closure actually real though? Or
Yes.
It's a self-perception.
or is it just like a concept that we believe to be something that is not?
That's deep.
That's a self-perception. Closure is a perception of yourself.
Because I feel like it's a form of healing, but you'll never, like, really heal fully from stuff. You just, like, start to get over it.
Do you think that you be wanting closure just so you can talk to that person again?
That's
That's
I
really
say
what it
you
be,
don't
fool.
always need the person. Because some people use it as, oh, I'm trying to link, I'm trying to meet up.
That's really what
And
it
then,
is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you talk to them, you be like, damn, I wish this shit would go like this while you talking to them. And it never go like that.
It never goes like that.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, this is my advice. If you want some closure for somebody, I say don't even go get it. You might well just say fuck it and move on. Because like y'all, both of y'all said, they never gonna say what you want them to say.
Nope.
Or they
Until
might say
like
what
you,
want.
until like years
or
later.
But I
Or
feel
they
like
might
it'll make
say
you
it in
feel
here.
better.
What'll make you feel better?
I
Hearing
feel like
something you
just
don't
know
want to
it.
hear?
No, it's not that. I feel like if you, instead of them just completely like just dropping it off and just like forgetting about it, them saying something back to you and you understanding like, okay, that's just who they are. They're just a fucked up person, and you moving on from it.
Man, hell no.
Okay, cool. All right, let's slow down. Let's go back. What is your definition of closure then, Kenzie?
I feel like understanding why something happens.
And what's your definition of closure?
My definition of closing.
I knew you about to say some stupid shit.
Bro,
Damn,
calm
let
down.
him get it out, bro.
Calm down, bro.
Like, you finna
Like,
smack my
you-
nigga and shit, bro.
Like you and that person sitting down and having an understanding. Like y'all being 100% completely honest with each other.
Kayla, what's your definition of closure?
My definition of closure is either a form of healing or you coming to terms with or coming ground with the person or by yourself that this just either you gonna move forward or you gonna move on.
Agree.
Yeah.
Mia, your definition of closure?
Closure is self-perception. Period. Closure is what you make of it. 100%.
Yeah.
So
I like the healing part though.
nobody's
That's nice.
definition is gonna be the same. Just like you said, it's healing. You feel like it's a conversation between two people to move on. It's all your perception of closure. So I feel like closure really don't have a definition to me. It really don't, because
the word closure does have.
I mean, the word closure has an actual definition, but like if you're talking about closure from relationships, that's different for everybody. So I feel like there's really no true definition.
It's a perception-based thing.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. It's a perception. That's why I asked her, like, what is closure?
Because you, like I said the other week, you can think yourself into a bad mood. So therefore,
yes, you can.
if you sat there and somebody ghosted you, you trying to figure out what you did wrong or what was the reasoning, you gonna put yourself in a bad mood and you're gonna be sad when you could have just said fuck it and did something else.
Facts.
You could have said anything else.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. So
I think people just like the idea of closure.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you get out of it?
Yeah. What is your...
You get shit out of that hoe.
You do though. Come on, y'all. Are
You
y'all
don't get
serious
nothing
right
out
now?
of it.
Are you serious right now?
I'm trying
So
to
y'all
hear
ain't
you.
okay. All right. When y'all be in a relationship, okay, and it ends, don't you want to know why? If you're really
Relationships don't
feeling
end.
like, yes, they do.
When?
What are you talking about?
When does your relationship end with somebody?
When things go bad. But it's the thing, like, okay, you can't tell me that when relationships end, you don't think about the good times. Not necessarily when you break up, not everybody just sits there and just reminisces on the bad shit that was happening in the relationship. You think about good times and you're like, why couldn't it work?
But that doesn't mean it ended. That means that y'all changed the terms.
No,
It
it's done.
does. It's no such thing as ending a relationship.
Yes, there is.
The relationship you have with somebody is forever gonna be the relationship you have with them. Now, do things change? Yes, but you can't end a relationship.
That's kind of deep. I kind of see.
Damn,
where you're
that's
going
deep
with
as
You
that.
hell.
never can end a relationship.
Like the relationship, like if let's say somebody you were dating, you dated them and that's what it was. But at that point, if you don't change and say, "Oh, we're gonna be friends," or "Oh, we gonna do this and do that," that's still somebody you were in a relationship with. Like that's gonna be 100% the basis of that relationship from that point forward. It ain't gonna be, "Oh, we cool now." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you went to high school. What high school you went to is gonna forever be the high school you went to.
Right.
Yeah.
You get it now?
The people you
Yeah.
know are gonna forever be the people you know. Like you can't end a relationship because what are you gonna do? Get rid of them?
Yeah.
Get rid of everything you know about them?
Yeah, but still at the same time, to move on from it, you have to have closure. You have to understand, okay, this didn't work out because of this. Like that's closure to me, to understand why.
Oh, so understanding.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What you gonna say?
I would say, like, I get what she's saying. Basically, okay, how both of y'all said. You said if you was in a relationship with them and then y'all choose to be friends or whatever. Some people don't want to be friends, so
Right.
they, talk about where we going for. Or are we gonna go our separate ways? And that's the basis of closure. So don't nobody overstep nobody boundaries. Like we not gonna still have sex. We not gonna still, link up at all hours of the night. Stuff like that.
Okay, I'm following.
Yeah.
Where you going with it?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm lost.
Like-
I don't know what's going on.
I'm so looking like.
I'm confused.
Why you lost?
Cause I
Let me-
ain't get it.
Okay, what you didn't get?
The whole thing. That's why I was
Like-
It's fine. I just didn't get it. He
Not-
was lost too. Me and him looking like what?
Okay, I'm gonna explain it in a different way.
Gotta dumb it down, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we a little slow.
So, so let's say I don't know. You was one of your exes, right? Okay. Let's say y'all don't want to be no longer in a romantic relationship, but y'all want to have a friendship. But one person wants to have a friendship, the other person don't want to have no friendship.
Yeah.
So they got to talk that out.
Mhm.
I don't want to be a friend no more. We can be friends and move forward with however they gonna move in the relationship.
And that's a form of closure. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, closing
Okay.
out the romantic
yes,
side
yes.
and building a friendship.
Yes.
The end of the terms of an agreement.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand it. But the other, I was a little lost.
Yeah, they were more easy. I was like, damn.
Hey, damn. So, like, all right, so we talking about it. I ain't trying to make this personal, but do you ever feel like you want closure from somebody? And has it ever went to the point where you like, I feel like you needed it? Like, you feel like you needed it, or you feel like you didn't need it? Just everybody can give an example. It don't got to be too
Like in the
personal.
beginning, I'd be like, damn, like what the fuck? Like I just want some answers, and then after a while, I'd be like, fuck that shit.
Are
I
you,
think that's a normal.
Because
That's
you
a
learn
human
who
thing.
they are.
Yeah, that's a human thing. Like
Yeah.
you gonna be like, damn, that's kind of fucked up that you kind of just like we've been doing this for X amount of time and you just kind of just said up and fuck it with no explanation. Which I mean, people do not owe you an explanation. No matter how long you've been talking to them, they really don't.
Mhm.
But it's still the principle of like how as an adult can you not just tell somebody like I really don't want to fuck with you like that no more. I don't
Yeah.
understand
really
how.
hard? What are you
Is
saying?
it?
Yes.
Hold on, what? What's hard?
She
He
said,
said-
how hard could that be trying to tell somebody you don't want to fuck with them no more?
So it's easier to just abandon it and just leave it where it's at.
For some people, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fucked
yeah.
up.
For some
Easy.
people,
That
That's
shit ain't
fucked
hard
up.
with me. If I don't want to fuck somebody, I'm gonna tell that.
that's you.
Well, yeah, that's me,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
shit.
That's you.
But you still have to like have some underlying feelings for somebody.
like
Like you still have to care.
Everybody doesn't.
Care about what?
care about what though?
Care about that person. I think that's why
Everybody
you're saying it's
doesn't.
hard.
I think
If they doing fuck
So
shit to you,
owe-
hell
hold
no.
on. So you owe everybody explanation, Kenzie?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm not saying me in general. I'm saying some people think it's hard because they still have underlying feelings for somebody.
Or they just don't know how to talk. They're not a communicator.
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So how you gonna be mad for somebody that doesn't know how to communicate?
Well, I
Right.
mean, you can. How are you going to make that assumption that they're not an effective communicator? If they
You
didn't
know
say
that.
Yes.
I know my friends
People know.
who can't communicate.
Yes.
People
and
know.
it pisses me off.
it.
Pisses
Everybody
me off.
wasn't in a space to be able to say this is how I feel and this is what I have to say and this you gonna take it for face value. Everybody don't know how to do that though.
But
Yeah.
like you said, I think that I have been in a situation before where I wanted closure, and to a point, I got it, but at the same time, it's not what I wanted. So I understand what y'all were saying before. Like, it's not always what you want to hear. So I did get the closure that I needed, and it should have been over with. But in my head, it wasn't good enough. So I'm still looking for it, even though I got it.
Like
So-
you
that
had
makes sense?
further questions.
Yes.
So since it wasn't good enough in your head, is that really closure?
Is it? Yes.
If it's not good enough in your head, she said, "Yeah, I understand, but
She just
that's not
ain't
good
closed
enough."
it out,
Yeah.
but the whoever.
Whoever that was
They-
their closure
yeah.
to basically say, this is what I have to say. And then at that point, like, Kenzie would be like, okay, but I still don't understand.
Because
if you
they're on
don't-
like a rocky place, like they don't know, and they're giving you like back and forth answers, and then but in your head you're like, this is who they are. You gotta accept it. Like
I'm
you gotta
saying,
accept
though-
the person and just move on. So that's my closure.
I'm saying though, like, if they do give you like they answer and you don't agree with it, is that closure for you?
That's what I just said. Like if you just have to understand who people are. You have to go, okay, that's who this person is. You gotta move on from it. They're not
So-
gonna give you what.
So then that goes to ask the question: do you fucking need it then?
Yes, to make me feel better.
But you
But
don't
if you
feel
don't like
better.
the answer-
If you don't like the answer, you don't feel good about
But
it.
you
That's why I
still-
just asked what I
Okay,
asked.
but like I said, you still understand who that person is. You can't get nothing else out of them.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
get what
why
you
would
got.
why would you try to get something out of them anyway? If you knew you couldn't get nothing out of them,
Because it just depends on the type of relationship you have with that person.
Perception.
it'll be different if you going in there thinking that it's something that is not, and then you don't get the answer that you
But
want.
if you're in a relationship with somebody, say years and years, and you have this picture of this person that who they want to be or who they talk about being, so you have this picture in your head, but it just doesn't end up that way.
So potential.
Yes, and you think about, okay, but this isn't what you're talking about being. This isn't who you're talking about, like who you want to be, and it just kind of you understand what I'm saying?
Potential is the downfall of most
Yes.
relationships.
Very much so.
Potential.
Very much so.
Men don't really.
I have never heard a nigga come to me and say, "Bro, I would fuck with her. She got so much potential."
No.
Hell no.
A man.
No, but y'all can't
Have
even
you
sit here and
ever
tell
said-
me.
Hey, have you ever said, "Bro, I can fuck with her. She got so much potential." Cause
It's a no for me, dog.
man, hell no,
So-
nigga.
Okay, but you have to think. So you ain't never like made dreams with a girl.
This man has
Man,
never actually.
dreams.
I mean, Jeremiah hasn't been in a relationship.
So
I know
what
that's what I'm saying.
Y'all
Y'all ain't
think
never
it's
even been in a long
Why
term.
would
Have
I
you been in a long term relationship?
I have.
Okay, they don't. So they are just like
He
they-
had.
Abe has been in a long-term relationship.
How
before.
long? 6 months.
It's 6 months. That's
Okay,
as long as I ever
6
been.
months is not a long
6
time,
months
y'all.
is a long ass time.
No, it's
That's
fucking
half the
not.
year. What are you talking
I ain't
about?
gonna lie, the way shit be going nowadays, that shit is
A long time.
Bruh,
No.
6 months. He
That's
only-
half the year.
Bruh,
6
this
fucking
nigga-
months. Are you
This
kidding
nigga
me?
is 24.
I was seeing her 7 days a week.
Nigga is 24.
No.
And he spent 6 months of his life.
I was seeing her
Okay,
7
then
days
what do
a
you
week,
fucking
bro.
call me about 4 years?
That's your
Yeah,
fault.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Your fault.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, we're not
6
kidding.
months. 6 months. That is not a long time.
Yes, it
Months a long
is.
fucking
No, it's
time.
not. No, it's fucking not. I can do anything in 6 fucking months.
Like what? I'm sorry.
Anything.
Talk. You let her talk. I'm
6
sorry.
months to infinity. That's a long term relationship.
That's
6
long.
months is like the mark, bro. Like,
Bullshit.
You started
Wait.
6 months.
Bull fucking shit.
I know people that done got proposed to in 3 months.
Yeah.
Me too.
then what you mean? That shit ain't long,
That 6 months is 6 months. Like, are you kidding me? 6 months.
bro. 6 months is a long time,
6
especially
months
when
ain't
you
even long enough to carry
saying,
a damn baby.
especially when you
What you
saying,
mean?
bro.
What you mean?
What you mean?
How many trimesters in a pregnancy?
3.
Jesus Christ.
3. That's 9 months.
That's 9.
9 fucking months.
2/3 of a pregnancy.
Fuck that. No. What are you talking about? That is not a long relationship. 6
Bro, you
months.
bullshitting. You
bullshit.
bullshitting.
Take 9 months to make a baby. How in the hell is 6 months not a long fucking time? Tell me that.
Because it's not a long fucking time. 6 months is 6 fucking months. You can do anything in 6 fucking months.
Bro, no, bro.
Bruh.
No, bro.
Bruh.
That's a long time.
No, it
Ass.
ain't.
Bruh.
No, it's not a long time.
There's some country fried bullshit,
Bruh.
man.
He was in
Country
a long-term
bullshit for
relationship.
real.
I don't give a fuck what you guys say. He was in a long-term relationship. He was on 6 months. Now what? Now what was your train of What was the train of thought with this?
I don't fucking remember now because you got me hyped up.
Oh my fucking
Motherfucking
God.
you.
Oh my fucking God. No fucking way we just did.
Boy, ain't
We
no
did
way,
fucking
boy.
do
Ain't
that.
no fucking way.
It's a
Boy,
fucking
ain't no
way.
way, boy.
And this
Hell nah.
was the debate for today. All right.
She tried to discredit him, talking about he ain't never been in a long time relationship because it was 6 months.
It's not that I discredited him.
You
I'm
did.
saying no.
You
So,
did.
No.
So what do you consider a long-term relationship?
At least a year.
At least
Okay,
a year
so you
is
go
a long
from
year.
year.
Okay.
You asked her. What you was going to ask Kayla?
Oh.
I wasn't gonna ask Kayla anything.
You asked her was she ever in a long-term relationship?
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
what?
What was the question? Yeah.
Oh, I was saying that they're not as empathetic as me and Mia.
You are women. Y'all have more empathy than us.
Yeah.
True,
Obvious
yeah.
fucking leave.
Most men are not taught empathy in life.
No.
It's not a thing. It's very much be strong, be tough, you know.
At all times.
How much compassion do you think I have?
Fucking zero. Zilch.
I don't got that
No,
much. I ain't gonna lie.
you have some, but I think you
Bullshit.
have more compassion for people that you actually care about.
Man, I could meet you one time. Next time I see you, I walk right by your ass. That's on everything I love.
Well, I mean,
That's how I feel. But look, all right, we're going to wrap this joint up. We're going to say closure. What would you give somebody some advice on getting closure or not to get closure? You can. Who want to go first?
Can you ask the question one more time?
Would you? All right. So, giving advice to somebody on should they get closure or should they not get closure? Okay. What would you suggest? Damn.
Getting closure is just bullshit. It's bullshit because it's just an idea of y'all coming to an agreement, but y'all not gonna come to a full agreement.
I think I'm gonna stick to what I said earlier. You need closure, and I think that it's basically like perception. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like you have to understand if you want closure, you have to have it within. You have to understand, like, are you actually getting it from that person, or do you just have to take it upon yourself to say, okay, this is who this person is. You need to go on.
Kayla.
Same as I said earlier. Yes, closure is important, but depending on the situation, that person's situation, I would say, self-closure, because you got to come to terms with something being over or something being different than what it was before. So,
Mia.
Closure is 100% perception. And honestly, younger me would have said that I feel like it's a necessity, but now that I've gotten older and more like in tune with myself and like my emotions and shit, it ain't even worth your time, babe. Just move on with your life and just keep it pushing.
Bingo.
And me, man, I think it's just a concept that people think that they need something from somebody else to move on. Mm-hmm. When actuality is all inside of you. Mm-hmm. So it's really just a choice to make. If you want to make somebody else your crutch, that's fine. Like I respect it, I understand, because it's hard to be your own person sometimes. But I just think that people try to make it something that it's not. Like me getting the answer from somebody and it's not what I want to hear could make shit worse when I could have just dealt with it how it was. This was Everybody Ain't Able. Hey, and it's your boy J Mac,
Mackenzie,
Banks,
and Mia.
Hey, and our guest
Kayla Nicole.
Hey, and it's sponsored by CoStar Studios and the Mac Juice. And y'all know what we gotta do, man. We gotta take a little shot, you know what I'm saying? Take a little toast, cause everybody ain't able, man. Y'all ready?
Yep.
I need someone to help me. I know that you can't feel me. When you meet the real me is something that you can't see. I need someone to help me.